All right, we are here. Welcome into the NY to MD podcast. Your host Kevin Hurt, Brian Sherrard. We back in quarantine till May, man.
Yeah, man. Just keeps getting extended, man. But
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I mean, but look, all things considering, you know what I mean. It could be a lot worse. So we just
Yep.
got to keep rolling with this, keep doing our thing, and
And keep
hopefully,
doing the podcast.
yeah, that's right. Hopefully, this podcast, man, could you know be a quick distraction from what's going on, a welcome distraction from what's going on, and
Mhm.
and
And
and and, 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 and
informative too.
huh?
I said informative, hopefully as well. Just
Yeah,
letting everybody know what's going on in sports because I know everybody's Netflixing away.
yeah, man. Oh my gosh, man. I'm I'm so loving Netflix right now. It's not even funny, man. Because let me tell you, one thing I cannot do hurt is I cannot watch these virtual sporting events.
Mhm.
They just don't do anything for me, man.
Well, I think those events, especially after the NASCAR ones, are going to be
Yo, how do you get
kind of.
fired and suspended doing virtual NASCAR,
How
man?
you get fired during quarantine? How about that? You know what I'm saying? Like how do you get fired? First of all, maybe you shouldn't say the N word
Right?
while doing a virtual anything. That's
Yeah,
number one.
yeah,
Number two, maybe you just shouldn't say the N word at all.
right.
But also while not doing a live virtual race, I just that takes precedence to me, or that is higher than getting fired on your day off. Getting fired in quarantine.
Yeah,
So
yeah, man.
I can't remember that dude's name, but he's a young driver, but he got fired from his
Yeah.
car. His sponsors dropped him.
I think his name was Craig. I mean, I'm sorry, Kyle Larson.
Oh, okay, yeah, Craig, Kyle, yeah,
Craig, how you gonna get fired on your day off, man?
yeah, in quarantine. Yeah, it's just, dude, that was just crazy. So, but I mean, he did set out an apology. One of the few black NASCAR drivers, Bubba Wallace, I believe his name. Actually spoke with him personally, and he said he definitely needs to. He deserves a second chance. I don't know when that second chance is going to happen. It's probably going to be like a year or so, but man, yeah, you just
It
certain
was
things you
just so
can't
random.
do ever, but
It
you can't
was
do
just
that.
like so random. Like
It's so nonchalant.
yeah.
Like you just said it as if it's just part of your vocabulary on a regular basis.
Yeah, man.
That's not a cool thing, man.
Nah.
So, but yeah, it's funny. I didn't even mean to start with that. that was just hilarious. But the thing that's been intriguing me all week, I really did dig Survivor this week, and we're going to talk about that. I think it was a really good episode. It was a really strong episode.
All right.
But I want to talk about this article that you saw that made you angry, which would make me happy, because anything that makes you angry makes me happy.
No, man.
So, yeah, I have to hear about this article
So
before
you,
we
so
start
you
talking
want
about
to
Chipotle.
you want to get me going first,
Just
right
from the
off
beginning. Just
right
from the
off
beginning.
the-
Now, for everybody here, thank you everybody for tuning in N1MD podcast. We're on Facebook, we're on IG, obviously we're on YouTube, we're on Twitter, and we're also on all your podcasting mediums. We're on Google Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Apple Podcasts, everywhere you find podcasts, Spreaker and Stitcher, you will find N1MD podcast. So yeah, man, I've been all week. You've been talking about this article, and I was really thinking it was about the whole Michael Jordan thing, which comes out tomorrow on ESPN, which they moved up, thank goodness, because no one else has anything to watch. And it was called it's called The Last Dance, and it's the last season of the last Bulls championship season.
Yeah. Well, since you brought it up, can we just talk about this real quick?
Sure, okay.
Because this might surprise you.
Uh
I have no interest in watching this.
oh.
None.
What?
None.
What? What? Wait, what was that? What? Exactly. how is that? This is Michael Jeffrey Jordan, your boy.
Yep.
How in the Hades do you not want to watch this programming? Oh wait, maybe I. You know what? I think I may know. But go ahead.
I just feel like I saw that. Like,
Oh, okay.
you know what I mean? Like,
So it's not. Well, you didn't
what
see
more
behind the
is there to know?
scenes. You know
I
what I'm
mean,
saying? You saw it on the court.
yeah, I feel like I know Jordan's story. You know, I lived through the Bulls dynasty. You know, like what, I, like what else? I just don't like what is there to know? I mean, I mean, I'm sure,
It's a.
and
Well, you.
it's a 10-part series too. Like t- 10 episodes, like 10 hours to talk about the Bulls last season. For what? Like I already know. I know how it ended. I know the story. I know
You
it
don't
all.
know, but you don't know the whole story. You saw the story on the court,
Yeah,
so it's going to be beyond that. Obviously, it's like I saw Ric Flair wrestle, right?
yeah,
From when I was a young kid till he stopped wrestling like a couple years ago, 10, 12, whatever it is, right?
right.
But I didn't know the behind the scenes Ric Flair stories, which has given me a whole new life on Ric Flair.
Okay.
You
But
get what I'm saying?
yeah, but don't you kind of think with wrestling, the behind the scenes stuff is what makes it interesting? You know what I mean?
But you don't know, like, especially as a kid, you don't know about it, like the behind the scenes of athletes.
Yeah, but
And
don't you wish like, man, I wonder what these dudes are really like, or I wonder what their life is really like outside wrestling, or yo, you mean Mike
no,
Man and Hulk Hogan are real cool outside the ring, you know, stuff like that. Like,
well, as a kid, that's not something I even really thought about because
mm,
you're just immersed into the story.
yeah, okay,
So I never thought about, man, if I met Ric Flair or Macho Man or whomever, I never just thought about, I wonder how this is going to be. I wonder, how they are in real life. Even when I got older, I was so into, who coughed? Did someone cough? Doc, listen, no one even coughed yet. Just, anywho, um, I, I didn't really care. I really just liked the whole storyline, and I was never interested in athletes' lives outside of what they did for me out there on the court, the field, whatever. It didn't matter to me. When I watched the Mets, I didn't care what Doc and Strawberry did outside of that, as long as they won games or
okay.
whoever. I was never in because I feel like their private lives are their private lives. I never was attached to athletes or wrestlers who are athletes, but you get what I'm saying. I
Yeah.
was never attached to the point where I was obsessed or consumed with their lives outside of what they did.
Oh, okay.
So, um, I can't. I can't. So the emoji. It's too early in the morning. I know you don't drink coffee, but you might need some. Yeah, so I don't care, but you saw that documentary they had on Ric Flair on ESPN.
Yes, I
That
thought it was
just
great.
gave me this. Yeah, it just I didn't know all that stuff. Just I know he was the limousine riding, jet flying, wheeling, dealing, kiss stealing. That was my dude. But that to me was what he did out there in the wrestling ring. I didn't know he lived that life.
Yeah, yeah,
And dude, he actually lived that life, man.
yeah.
That story was crazy. So I like when I can go behind the scenes, especially years afterwards. This is such a retro. What was their last championship season? 96 or something?
Uh,
Was it?
96 or 9, I think it was 97.
Okay. So that was a while ago. That's a long time ago now. So to have this retro view of behind the scenes stories that we may have heard whispers of is
Mhm.
intriguing to me.
Wow, it's weird. We like total opposite. Like the Jordan stuff is intriguing to you, where me, I'm just like,
Yeah, but why wouldn't you? That was your team. That was
yeah.
your guy. That was
I watched the Bulls strictly because of Michael Jordan. I mean,
yeah,
Michael Jordan. Yeah, yeah.
yeah. Because it's not like you watch it now, so it's not like you're
No,
the Bulls fan or anything like that.
no.
But would you want to know that last championship season when they said to Phil that he's not going to be back and the team's going to be broken up and all that minutia, all the background and Kraus and everything that went on there?
But
That go
I,
ahead.
I guess. I mean, I guess
Man, I can't believe you're really like poo-pooing this whole thing.
I mean, I guess you're talking me into it a little bit, but I feel like I'm just not going to learn that much. But you know what?
I heard Jordan was on somebody's sports show or something, and he came out basically doing like a little mea culpa out there, just saying how this is portrayed of me, isn't who I am now or something, because of basically how he was as a competitor and a teammate.
Oh, how he was a jerk to everybody, pretty much.
Yeah,
yeah,
and yeah.
Oh, they got that footage.
So, they got a whole lot of footage. I heard about him talking about Scotty, like why he would ride Scotty hard all the time because he needed Scotty to be tough, and just things like that. Then he would, because I'm sure he's probably not going to come off looking golden, I guess.
Yeah.
So he was just trying to stoke, put out the fire a little bit. But I'm intrigued by. Listen, I'm not a Bulls fan. I'm not a fan of that team, that organization, that city. Him, any of them. No one on that team. Kerr, Kukoc, Pippen. Well, Bill Wennington went to St. John's. That's about it. Anybody of those other people? Rodman, Phil, Tex, whatever. Deep Dish Pizza. I'm not a fan of just Chicago in general. But I'm intrigued to watch this whole thing. I really am. And not just because there's nothing else to watch. Because to me, ESPN has done a really good job on these documentaries and on these behind the scenes things. Like I said, their 30 for 30s are off the chain. Like even the one they had with about OJ, who I still don't know why OJ's on TikTok.
Wait up, he's on
these days. OJ's on TikTok.
Wow.
What kind of society are we living in right now? OJ's on TikTok and watching Tiger King. That's besides the point.
Oh man.
Yeah. So. Yeah, man, I can't wait for it. It's exciting. But let's get to this article.
All right. So I came across an article last week on NFL.com. It was written by Bucky Brooks, and it was titled "The Top 5 Transcendent NFL QBs." Okay.
Okay.
All right. I'm going to run down this list. All right.
Gotcha.
Who do you think is number one on the list?
Joe Namath?
No. This is current quarterback.
Oh.
Yep.
Number one, Tom Brady?
No, he's not on the list.
Probably
because he's on his way out. You know what I mean?
Oh, gotcha. Drew Brees.
And mind you, the article is top 5 transcendent quarterbacks. Okay. Drew Brees is not on the list.
Okay. Aaron Rodgers?
Aaron Rodgers is number 3 on that list.
Okay.
Well, who do you think is number 1?
Lamar?
No, not Lamar.
Transcendent quarterbacks.
Yeah. I think it's an obvious number 1. Huh?
Maybe I'm not. Russell Wilson?
Russell Wilson is number 2.
Okay. Who the heck is number 1 then?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, dude, listen. I
think this is pretty obvious.
I'm probably not. Listen, we're doing this NFL draft later, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm just thinking about that. So my brain is full of Joe Burrows and everything.
Okay.
Kyler Murray?
No. Kyler Murray not on the list. But the current Super Bowl MVP?
Why am I drawing a blank of who just won the Super Bowl?
Oh my gosh. Kansas City?
Oh, Mahomes. See, I wasn't even thinking, dude. I wasn't even thinking about Mahomes.
You would consider him a transcendent quarterback, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Russell Wilson. No problem with that. Aaron Rodgers, that's your boy. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. Love A-Raj.
All right. Number 4, Deshaun Watson.
Okay.
I don't have a problem with that. All right.
Man, I like Deshaun.
All right. Who's missing, Hurt?
Well, we haven't got. Oh, you mean at 5?
Yeah.
It's gotta be Lamar.
No, it's not. It's not Lamar. So here was okay. And mind you, hold on. The name of this article is top 5 transcendent NFL quarterbacks, right? Okay. So when you think of somebody who's transcendent, you think of somebody who's done things who hasn't been done before, who's taken the quarterback position to a level where it's never been. Right? That's what I think about. And that's why when I think of like Pat Mahomes, like he's doing stuff, man, we haven't seen. Like Aaron Rodgers came into the league doing crazy stuff.
Well, he came to the league sitting on the bench.
Yeah, but once he got
But
started,
I know what you mean.
back in 2008, I mean, from the get-go, he was money.
He was Aaron.
Right. Russell Wilson, back-to-back Super Bowls. Deshaun Watson. I mean, if it wasn't for him, Houston would Bill O'Reilly would have been
yeah, well, he might be on that way out anyway.
I mean, O'Brien.
So
okay, so I'm just want to read to you, right?
Wait. So there's top 5, right? So we're missing the 5th person.
Right.
And it's not Lamar.
It's not Lamar. Lamar did not make the list.
Who the heck else is left?
Yeah, we'll get to that in a minute. Lamar, here, listen to this. The 2019 NFL MVP is unquestionably one of the most electrifying playmakers to enter the league in years. And defensive coordinators are enduring sleepless nights while attempting to come up with a game plan to slow him down. An explosive athlete, dynamic running skills, and playmaking ability, taking the league by storm as an option quarterback with potent passing skills. He isn't a perfect fit for every offense. Okay, but that's not what the article's about.
Sure.
Let's see. And the Ravens' radical overhaul of their offensive system was needed to accommodate his unique set of skills. Exactly, because that's what you do to players. You cater to their skills, right?
I'm still confused at who's number 5.
Okay.
But yeah, you're right.
All right. This certainly doesn't diminish Jackson's accomplishments, but it's why I don't currently view him as a transcendent quarterback. He's not perfect for every system. Okay.
So
I don't. This guy is doing things at the position we have not seen.
What does the word transcendent mean?
Okay, well, let's look it up. I'm glad you asked. That's
because I feel like maybe I'm missing what that means.
No, you're not missing anything.
That's a little. I'm confused as to how he's translating that word.
Beyond or above the range of normal, or merely physical human experience, surpassing the ordinary, exceptional.
Okay, that's what I thought that was.
Hold on, existing apart from.
That's exactly what I thought that word meant.
Exactly.
So basically, the word he used, or the word he should have used, maybe, is, or the title of his article should have been "Best QB Fits for Every Team."
I
because every team could use Patrick Mahomes tomorrow, like the way that they're set up, right?
Right.
You could put Russell Wilson on almost any team tomorrow. You could put A-Rod on almost every team tomorrow. You could put Deshaun maybe on every team tomorrow. So that makes sense to me, but that's not what the article is titled as. So therefore, it's an incorrect article.
Thank you. Or incorrect headline. But
So let me get what number 5 was. Dak or something?
No.
Okay.
Well, before we get there, real quick,
because I'm getting upset. I don't like this article either.
Yeah, but to me, when I think Lamar is not the traditional quarterback, he's doing things we haven't seen. This dude,
that's transcendent. That's what transcendent means, right? That's the total opposite of what he's putting in that article.
Exactly. He led the league in touchdowns, and he was 6th in rushing yards for the entire league. Like nobody's done that. Anyway.
All right. Stop hitting the desk. It's okay.
Number 5.
I got to guess.
Please guess.
NFC?
NFC.
Garofalo?
No.
Who am I missing in the NFC?
I'll give you a hint.
Cam?
He's in the same division as one of the people on this list.
Oh, wow. That helps.
Well, no, it narrows it down.
Okay.
He's in the same division as one of the quarterbacks listed. I'm going to list them again.
Well, most of these quarterbacks are in the NFC.
No,
Patrick Mahomes, 2 out of the 4. Well, you said it's an NFC quarterback, right?
Right. Patrick Mahomes, Russell Wilson, Aaron Rodgers, Deshaun Watson.
That's what I'm saying. So it's not Kyler Murray.
No.
It can't be the quarterback for the Rams.
No.
Whose name is escaping me.
No.
It's not Garofalo.
No.
So that division's done.
Right.
So then you go to the NFC North.
Mm-hmm.
It can't be your favorite quarterback of all time.
Matt
For Detroit.
Matt
Yeah.
Stafford, number 5,
No, it's not.
He is listed as one of the top 5 transcendent
No,
quarterbacks.
no, no,
Dude,
no, 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 no,
Matt
no,
freaking
no,
Stafford. Yo, so
no.
I'm fuming when I saw this article, man. Not only do you leave out Lamar,
Wait,
but you put Matt Stafford.
wait. No. Wait. Wait. Okay, let's rewind this. Okay. This article is trash. Period.
And this is written
This
by
article,
Brooks.
I don't know who is he?
He's one of the NFL network.
That's exactly why.
Yeah.
Again, I know I'm an ESPN guy. I admit it here that I'm ESPN centric. But the reason why I'm ESPN centric because of stuff like this. I'm not saying ESPN guys are the best of. This is the NFL Network. Transcendent quarterbacks. You have Matt Stafford as number 5. But again, if you titled it best quarterbacks that can fit almost any system, I'm okay with that. Now, I still wouldn't have Matt Stafford probably in there at number 5, but I can understand the other 4 quarterbacks. If you put in plug and play, right? You can plug this quarterback in and you can play them tomorrow in anything. Yes, you can't do that with Lamar. But so you called it that. You can't call it transcendent because that means someone who's transcending the position, doing something different beyond what is capable or expected, which is what he has done.
Is exactly what he's done. Hurt. Like I just don't get this, man.
Matt Stafford should not be in anyone's top 5 unless it's the top 5 quarterbacks in the NFC North.
He should be number 5.
And there's only 4.
Right.
And he should be 5. I mean, seriously.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, dude. When I saw this, I just lost it. And I was like, in all the quarterbacks you put on there, Matt Stafford.
Actually, you know what? He would be second in the NFC North. I don't even want to diss him like that. He would at least be second there. But he's definitely not 5th on this whatever list this is supposed to mean.
He is not a transcendent.
No, I don't know. Listen, the only Bucky I like is the Bucky that fights with Captain America. That's the only dude I believe in. That's Bucky Barnes. Okay? This dude ain't Bucky Barnes.
Oh my gosh, man. All right, man. Where you want to go next? Is this just going?
Yeah, I don't want to talk about that. This article, I thought you were coming to me with an article that I thought honestly that made MJ look horrible or something, which of course I would enjoy. But no, real quick, let's talk about the Dan Patrick thing you had yesterday. You were talking about Dan Patrick. We're talking about LeBron James.
Oh, okay.
And he was just, which I didn't know. I just goes on I don't know if that went on the back of the Bill Lane Beer video clip I sent you, talking about like he feels like LeBron James is one of the, if not the greatest player of all time.
Yes. So basically, with this documentary, is drumming up the conversation of who's the greatest of all time.
Okay.
And so basically, he was making the point yesterday. He said Michael Jordan, and I agree with him. He said he's the greatest of all time. He said pretty much he laid the blueprint for everybody. He laid the blueprint for everybody as far as marketing, as far as branding, as far as taking the league to another level. It's like, yeah, LeBron's been able to do that. A lot of other players been able to do that, but he kind of laid the groundwork. He said, in his opinion, even though Michael's the greatest of all time, he said LeBron, in his opinion, is the better basketball player. You know, he's the more complete player. He said MJ was a better scorer. He said if I had to pick a player to win me a championship, it'd be Michael Jordan. But he said LeBron's the better basketball player.
And the thing is, I'm perfectly accepting of that. I just the thing is with, and you know I love LeBron, and I don't like Mike, but you can't sit here and take Mike's accomplishments away from him. We've watched him play. I hated the dude. So I can't, not like really hated, obviously, but I was not a fan of his, and I always thought he was a jerk and mean, and whatever the case is. But the dude won 6 championships. He played, I don't know how many seasons. That's all anybody ever remembers anyway. I know he won Finals MVP. He probably is the greatest of all time. But if I had to build a basketball player, it would be LeBron.
Yeah.
I just know what the dude before the season's over, he's leading the league in assists.
Yeah.
The dude is like Magic's height, maybe, but he plays like Karl, but shoots like, someone better. And I'm not saying he's a Dirk shooter or anything like that, but he shoots like, a shooting guard. But he's as fast as anybody that I've ever seen going up and down the court. How many people have you seen do those baseball passes down the court?
Kevin Love.
Kevin's like great, but I only saw Kevin really do it when he came to Cleveland, and it's usually to LeBron.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like I don't mind. Jordan can be the greatest of all time. The thing is, I was never arguing that. Oh my God, Diggy. Just wait till we get to your. I think the Dolphins have 3 draft picks. We're doing a mock draft. They have 3 draft picks. Just wait till I pick for your team, Diggy, for saying that. Because I think I have 2. I think they have. I believe you have the odd numbers. I have the even numbers.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they have like 18 and 26. So I'm gonna definitely be picking an offensive tackle for them. So we'll see. But the thing is, I don't mind Jordan being the greatest. The thing is, they always wanted to diminish LeBron to like 7th or 8th. You know what I mean? Like, right. Well, LeBron's not as good as so and so, or he's not as this and this, and he lost all these things. He faced different teams. And again, if social media and all this stuff was different, and I don't think Michael Jordan would last through social media. Not saying he wouldn't accomplish all the stuff he would accomplish, but I think that's a whole different pressure.
I think he would have adjusted, though. You know what I mean?
I think anybody would, but that would have been. I think it would have been real hard on him because he was a private dude.
Yeah.
And we didn't know a lot of stuff about him. So unless it was the tragedies we heard about, the gambling thing. But just imagine if that was just on Twitter every day. you know.
Yeah.
So again, I don't mind him being the greatest. If Jordan's the greatest of all time, I'm fine with that. But stop putting LeBron 12th. Stop putting him down the list. The dude to me is the greatest all-around basketball player I've ever seen.
All right.
Because Jordan had the shot and LeBron had the block, and that's how I see him.
Okay.
So I'm fine with that. I really am.
All right.
So you want to get to this NFL thing before we get to Survivor?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's start this draft.
The NFL mock draft by NYMD podcast, baby. Let's get rolling. So the draft is this Thursday, 8 p.m. on ESPN and the NFL Network. Can't wait for it. It's exciting. Hopefully everybody can see the graphics up here. Look at those nice graphics. We paid a lot of money for this. Hopefully everyone's enjoying it.
All right, man. Well, you graciously gave me the first pick.
Yes, sir.
Cincinnati
is on the clock.
Yeah, it was on the clock. Now, we had some rumors, right, that the Dolphins were actually trying to trade up to this spot. And honestly, if the Dolphins were like, hey, we'll give you our 3 number ones for this number 1 pick, I think they should take it. But if
I was the Bengals, if I was getting 3 number ones and your next pick would be 5, and you get the 18 and the 26, there's not a chance that I would hold on to that pick. I would totally, because you can get 3 stud. You may not get Joe, but you can get 3 stud players.
Yeah,
and for that organization, they need that. So that would be great. But we're not doing trades here because that would be so complicated. And I don't do numbers.
And for the record, we haven't gotten to the Dolphins yet, so I'll leave that alone. But
yeah,
we really want Joe Burrow, man. Burrow. So yeah,
Joe Burrow.
Yeah, Burrow.
He's with the FBI now.
Yeah, he's with the FBI.
Yes. So with the first pick, the Cincinnati Bengals select Joe Burrow, quarterback, LSU.
And the Redskins are now on the clock. Your team, Hurt. Who you got?
I call them Washington.
All right.
So Washington, with the number 2 pick, will take defensive end from Ohio State, Chase Young.
Yeah, man. I think this is a great pick for DC. You know what? He's just going to enhance that defensive line in Washington.
Well, he's got to go. They got to go after Dak. They got to go after
Daniel Jones.
Daniel Jones,
Carson
DJ. and Carson, man.
Yep.
So you need pressure on these quarterbacks, and Chase Young will provide that for you.
All right. Detroit is on the clock. They have a lot of needs, man. They have a lot of work, but
Well, obviously not quarterback because they have a transcendent.
So you were so right about that. There were some rumors, man, that they might take Tua at this position, man, as a quarterback of the future. But
if they were going to take Tua, or if they didn't feel like there's a need, I feel like they would trade back here.
Yeah. But what Detroit needs, man, is they got to do something about that defense. You know, they have a defensive-minded head coach, and
Matt Patricia.
Yeah, they lost some key members of their backfield. I mean, of their secondary. I think they're going to go cornerback out of Ohio State, Jeffrey Okunda.
Okay, cool. All right, because I also had someone else slotted in that spot, but they just signed a D tackle from New England as a free agent. So, all right, with the number 4 pick, the rival of Washington, the New York Football Giants, as they are called, who play in New Jersey, is taking Tristan Wirfs, tackle.
That's a good pick for them, man. They have got to do something to shore up that offensive line, man. Especially
anything from Iowa, one of the beef eater schools, as I call them.
Yeah.
So protect Daniel Jones. This is his second season, and you want him upright, and especially if Washington takes a Chase Young, you need to protect him. So taking a tackle here would be a responsible thing. And even though there's rumors Gettleman would try to trade out of there, his track record suggests that he has not traded number 1 pick that he's had. Oh, well, this is the big pick, Rudy and Dan. Let's go, Fins.
This is tough.
Woo!
This is tough.
This is my favorite pick right here. This pick right here dictates the rest of the draft.
Yeah. I've been going back and forth about this, man. I think Tua, first of all, you can't deny the talent, right? He had a great career at Alabama, but the problem is, man, the guy was always injured.
Yeah. And I know they tried to fly him in before all the quarantine happened.
Yeah.
And of course he couldn't make it. All the pressure is on you, B.
Yeah. But here's the thing. I think, look, at the beginning of the season, the plan was to be in position to draft Tua. This hip injury scares me to death, man. But I feel like you got to take a chance, man. You got to take a chance. And the only reason why I'm going to go Tua here, and I am picking Tua, is because Justin Herbert, man, I just don't know, man. I'm not sold on him. And Jordan Love, I don't know if he'll be there by the time the Dolphins pick at 16 or 18. So
18.
Yeah, I'm gonna say Tua, but I would not be surprised if they pass him.
Okay, well, the thing is, they could trade back if someone wants to jump up here. Like I said, they have 3 first rounders. Maybe they want more. So, but okay, so you got Tua. Tua's off the board, number 5 to the Dolphins, our favorite tailgating team.
Oh yeah.
God, I wonder how tailgating is going to be coming up. I don't even want to think about that. Let's not think about that. Oh my God, it's a social distance tailgating. Anyway, all right, number 6, we have the LA Chargers, the team with the better jerseys and uniforms in that stadium. So they lost their quarterback, Phillip Rivers, who signed with Indianapolis for a year.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, they had the quarterback. I can't think of his name. Who's their quarterback they have now?
Tyrod Taylor.
Yeah, I was like 2 T's. Tyrod Taylor.
Super Bowl champion, by the way.
Tyrod Taylor. On the bench. So Tyrod is there. He's going to be penciled in as a starter, but this is where Justin Herbert from Oregon, QB, comes off the board.
Wow.
I believe the Chargers need a guy. They want a guy. He's a West Coast kid. And I think Justin Herbert here to the Chargers, number 6, off the board from Oregon.
Okay. Okay, I like that. Thanks a lot, Dan. I'm glad you approve.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, I would have given him a defensive lineman.
So if you had that pick there, you wouldn't have selected Tua.
It was gonna be. I would have probably just because Dan's on here, I would have picked Justin Herbert because he hates him.
Oh, okay.
So I would have just done it because of that. But I think they're going to pick Tua. They tried to fly him in to get a physical. Jordan Love is too high for him. But it's the Dolphins have 3 picks. They have, like I said, I like their coach. I like their direction. I think they're going to get their draft picks right. I think they're going to hit home runs this draft.
Yeah.
So,
all right.
So we got number 7 is Carolina. Who you got?
Carolina's on the clock. I think they're going to try to shore up some of their interior, their interior pressure coming up the middle. So I'm going to draft Derek Brown.
Okay, defensive tackle from Auburn. Good pick. Solid guy. Okay. Goes to Carolina. Number 8 is the Cardinals. Cardinals, they have a lot of holes to fill in as well on that team. They have, of course, they got their quarterback. And no, this draft they will not select another quarterback in the first round. I'm gonna go ahead and predict that right now. That they're not gonna.
That'd be funny though. That'd be like the Matt Millins of
Oh, dude, that would be hilarious. Like, well, this dude ain't working out either.
Right.
So
another QB in a first round.
So we're just gonna draft Jordan Love here. So at number 8, I feel like they want to protect Kyler, and I'm picking Trevor Love. That dude really does not like Justin Herbert.
No, it's funny. Me and Dan are actually on the same page because I was thinking that.
You don't like Herbert either,
no,
or Love later on.
I was like,
okay.
I could pick Tua now or go for Love later, but I feel like somebody's going to try because what's going to happen is that people know that the Dolphins have these 2 later picks.
That's why I feel like this trade is going to happen.
Yeah. That's why I think they kind of had to go Tua there, but we'll see.
Yeah. All right. So number 8, the Cardinals will select Jedrick Wills, I believe, tackle.
Okay.
Jedrick Wills, offensive tackle from Alabama, number 8.
All right. And then we have the Jaguars
on Jacksonville.
All right. Jacksonville. Oh, I'm sorry. You picked Jared Wills?
Yep.
All right.
Yep, Jedrick Wills.
Okay. This is going to be the shocker of the day.
OMG.
They have a lot of needs.
Everywhere.
But I don't know how much faith they have
in Gardner.
Yeah.
I knew you were going to say that.
So with the number 9,
you're killing me.
Jordan Love is going to Jacksonville. We've had 4 QBs already in the first 9 picks hurt?
Yeah. No. What, 3?
Oh, 3.
3.
Yeah, 3.
All right. Well, I guess he's not making it to 18 anyway, I guess, in this one. All right, so we have J Love at number 9. All right, so at number 10 is your divisional rival, Cleveland.
Yes.
I think their best thing is to protect their quarterback because he got hit a lot last season.
Yeah.
And at number 10, I believe Cleveland. Because Wirfs is off the board. So the next best offensive tackle is Micah Becton, offensive tackle from Louisville.
Yeah, I agree. I think Cleveland's going to try to really shore up their O-line. They got the offensive lineman Conklin from Tennessee. And, yeah, they got to make sure Baker has time to throw, man. So I agree with that one. All right, the New York Jets are on the clock.
Who knows?
You know what? I'm gonna. Hmm. You know what? We haven't had any receivers
I knew
come
you were
up.
gonna do this. I'm gonna see. This is why I have options because I knew you. This is like our real empire draft where you're like stealing people and depending on who you're drafting for. But I just need to know which receiver you're taking here.
Well, we want to give Sam Darnold some weapons, right? So we're gonna go out of Oklahoma,
Oh, CD Lamb.
CD Lamb.
Okay. Oh, good. He's off the board. So that does leave my pick for 12 correct, which is good. So at number 12 is the first pick for the Las Vegas Raiders. And of course, the Raiders being the Raiders, they love speed.
Oh yeah.
So the best receiver on the board falls here. Jerry Jeudy, wide receiver, University of Alabama.
Yeah. Jerry Judy's actually my favorite favorite receiver this draft. I love this dude, man. And I could definitely see him going to the Raiders, man. Definitely. Oh man, the San Fran's on the clock. They are upset because they really wanted one of those receivers, man. Wait, what's Corey even saying? It's like the Empire draft, so everyone knew when they pick at the same. You know what? You just worried about the Dolphins, all right, and who they're going to pick.
Yeah, how about you actually have a good Empire draft? How about that? That would actually work well. I mean, what? How many seasons? 15 seasons, something like that. We've had. How many championships he's had? Okay.
All right, let's see. All right, San Fran is on the clock. They are really upset, man. They really wanted Jerry Jeudy. Wanted to give Jimmy Garoppolo some more weapons. Man,
there's still weapons out there.
Yeah, but you know what? Richard Sherman, he's getting up there in age. You know what I mean? And they're going to need someone. You know what I mean, to take over the reins in the future. So we're going to give him some cornerback help. We're going to give him C.J. Henderson out of Florida, man.
Okay, cornerback. Yep. That's a good pick. It's off the board now. C.J. Henderson, cornerback, University of Florida.
Yes.
All right. At 14, we have the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And when you have a 42-year-old quarterback, there's only 3 places that you could draft. Offense, offense, offense.
Yes.
Either weapons or protection. And I feel like they're going to go for the second one of protection. I must be the offensive tackle guy of the group. Because from the University of Georgia,
yes,
offensive tackle Andrew Thomas.
And they are pleased with this pick. They have got to shore up that offensive line, man, and make sure Tommy stays upright.
Tampa Tom down there at the Bay. Because they want Tom to get out there and park the car behind that offensive line. So Andrew Thomas, tackle, Georgia.
And now Denver is on the clock, and they are excited. Let me tell you, Denver is excited. They weren't sure if this guy was going to fall to them. They got a young QB that they are excited about, Drew Lock. With the departure of Emmanuel Sanders, they got to give him some weapons. And with this next guy, all you get is speed, and a dynamic playmaker. Henry Ruggs III is going to Denver to team up with Drew Lock.
All right. Henry Ruggs. I had him actually going earlier to the 49ers, so this is a definitely good pick here. And again, you can tell this is a deep wide receiver draft.
Yeah.
Because we already have 3 off the board, and we're at pick 15.
Yeah.
So this is a really high wide receiver draft. So number 16, we have the Atlanta Falcons, who have the absolute worst jerseys of the year so far. And they of course, they're a team that needs a lot of help.
Yes.
And there's so many guys left over now from where I had them picked. So I'm thinking they're going to go defense. There's a linebacker. It could fall here, but I'm going to pick A.J. Terrell, cornerback from Clemson here. Because they need help everywhere on defense. They just give now. They did improve in the second half of the season, but I still think they need to lock down some people, especially with Emmanuel Sanders signing with the Saints. You know they need to help some help out there to stop those offensive weapons of the NFC South.
Wait a minute. Who did you pick?
A.J. Terrell, cornerback, Clemson.
Where is he?
Should be on. It's probably a little bit higher. I think you passed. There it goes, right there.
Go. All right. Dallas. Hurts team.
I'm gonna take my headphones off for this. No, okay.
You know what?
Nope. Nor do I care.
I think they're pleased to get this guy, linebacker out of Clemson, Isaiah Simmons, tore up the combine. Nobody thought he would still be on the board at this point. You could do a lot.
Nope.
Put him at linebacker, maybe safety, maybe corner someplace. So they like his versatility, and they're going to go ahead and pick up Isaiah Simmons.
If he can play corner and linebacker, that's big. All right. Oh, look who we have at 18.
The Dolphins are back on the clock.
All right. And I get the Dolphins at 18. Let me see. Who's the worst guy on the board? All right. So at 18, you just got a new quarterback. And this is like the 7th guy I've picked that's an offensive tackle. But I'm going with another offensive tackle. Josh Jones, offensive tackle from Houston. You got to protect Tua or Love or whoever you have at QB.
Yeah.
And I think Josh Jones, offensive tackle, University of Houston, right here, number 18, for America's team, the Miami Dolphins.
All right. And the Raiders are back on the clock.
The Raiders.
You
got to say it like that.
The Raiders.
There you go.
Something like that. Anyway, they got wide receiver help to help out their offense, you know. So they got David Carr back there. They got Mariota. They drafted who they draft? Jerry Jeudy. You know, we got the running back, Josh Jacobs. Man, their offense is shaping up. We're gonna give them some help on defense. And we are going to give him some pressure up the middle with Javon Kinlaw.
Okay.
The defensive lineman out of South Kakalaki.
South Carolina, come on the visa. Okay. All right. That is a good one. America's team at 18.
Okay,
so
all these fans are happy, man. We got Tua and we got some protection.
Oh, there we go. Good. See, well, I mean, they are America's team. I mean, I had to say, if I had to pick an AFC team to like, I don't know if it'd be them, but it'd be close.
I don't know if they're America's team, but they are America's tailgate. I'll give them that.
Listen, that's enough for me. So you can't beat that. Shoot. All right. So number 20. The Jags, who surprised everybody by taking Jordan Love at number 9. I'm not going to get an offensive tackle here. I'll just say that now.
No, that's woo.
I was thinking about it since I had to change some things around because you know how you had some things going on.
Right.
So someone dropped here that I didn't think was going to be on the board, but he's still on the board now, and I'm going to take him at this point. If I could find his name. And linebacker, Oklahoma, Kenneth Murray.
Oh, man.
At number 20. That's what I'm taking.
Oh, man. The Eagles fans just,
Oh, that's even better. That makes me happy. So, your linebacker, Oklahoma, Kenneth Murray.
All right. Well, I can tell you right now, the Eagles fans were upset. They really need linebacker help, and Murray was going to be their next pick. He was going to be their pick,
I'm so
but
sad.
but we have got to give Carson Wentz somebody reliable to throw the football to. Man, we got to get him some help.
He has enough weapons. I can't name them, but they have enough.
Yeah, but they're hurt all the time, you know.
They're hurt all the
So
time.
you know we're gonna give him a wide receiver.
Oh, okay. The fourth one off the board.
Yeah, college football champion. This guy is a very reliable receiver. Great hands. Justin Jefferson, number 20.
Justin 21.
Oh, 21. Yeah.
Okay. Justin Jefferson. Got you. From Lusu, the defending champions, like you said.
Yep.
All right. So at number 22 is Soda. Soda, they're not going to draft a wide receiver here because there's a lot of them that are gone. I think they're going to wait later on because they traded away their supposedly second best wide receiver to Buffalo.
Right, and if you look at their starting receivers or the receivers they have, remember they got Stephon Diggs in the 5th round, and they also got Adam Thielen. I think he was undrafted, so I think they feel really confident about picking up receivers in later rounds.
Exactly. So here, I think they're going to focus on defense. And again, some people drop down. They may go edge rusher here. There's a couple linebackers, but I'm just going to stick with who I picked. Originally from University of Utah, cornerback Jalen Johnson at number 22.
All right. What number is he?
Jalen Johnson. What do you mean?
35. There he is.
Okay.
All right. The Patriots. You know what?
They could go anywhere or trade or draft or trade.
Yeah. I think Belichick would have loved to get Love at this pick, no pun intended. And
I think the pun was intended, but
and you know, he took a chance and drafted a receiver in the 1st round with N'Keal Harry last year. I don't think he's going to go that route. I think Bill's going to go defense. He wants to go defense, and I think he's one of the things that the Patriots weren't that great at last year was applying outside pressure. So I think we're going to get out of LSU, Clavon Chaisson.
Okay, good pick. Clavon is highly rated, I believe. Yep, he's like 12th on the board. So coming off at this pick here is a steal, and that's what Bill does.
That's what he does, man.
Yep. So Clavon Chaisson here. All right. So at number 24 is actually where I had the Saints taking a quarterback.
A cornerback?
A quarterback.
Okay.
Because Drew Brees doesn't have a long time left. And why not try to get somebody in there to have him as an understudy? Besides, because Teddy's gone. Teddy's in Carolina. But Jordan Love is off the board here, so they're not going to reach. So I feel like they're gonna go with some defensive prowess here. And according to my big board, I'm gonna go with let me see here. I'm gonna go for linebacker. They're gonna stay at home state. Linebacker from LSU, and that's Patrick Queen.
Yeah, I totally agree. That would have been my pick for the Saints there too.
Because I really think they were looking for. They may still go to the later rounds because Drew Brees does not have a lot of time left, and I'm not sure if the guy who they have that plays every position is going to be his backup. But he doesn't quarterback all the time. You know that utility guy that they have, whose name I forgot already.
Okay.
Yeah. So Patrick Queen, linebacker, LSU.
All right. Well, Minnesota is now on the clock. We are going to shore up more defense for them. Get them some pass rush. Yetur Gross-Matos out of Penn State.
Okay, that's exactly who I had written down, by the way.
Yep.
I actually had him written down, the edge rusher from Penn State, off the board.
Yeah.
All right, so
third time in the first round.
I know I got another pick for America's team here at number 26. Now they can go a lot of different directions. Say again.
I said I know exactly where I would go here if I was making this pick.
Oh, see, for me, it's tough because again, they have a defensive minded coach. They can go defense here. I know they need to. They got the quarterback now. They got an offensive tackle. Maybe you still want to score more points. I think at 26 off the board, maybe a little high. They may not like this pick, America's team. But I'm picking J.K. Dobbins here.
Okay, I was going to pick DeAndre Swift. So
I actually wrote him down. I wrote DeAndre Swift, but my brain said I like J.K. out of the backfield a lot. I actually wrote down. You won't be able to see it, but I'll show you a picture. DeAndre Swift here, actually at 26.
Okay. Yeah.
But seeing JK, I just remember that the games that he had, and he's very durable and tough.
Yeah.
I just kind of just made the switch in the back of my head.
Yeah, so, I think he's a little bit more versatile too. Did you say that already?
Yeah. But that's why I just feel like he gives them a little bit more of a dimension.
Yeah.
Yeah, for that team, and I think he'll fit perfectly. Those fans down there will definitely love cheering J.K. Dobbins.
Yeah, and I think the Dolphins are in a really good position to pick up whatever running back they want. I mean, they had the worst rushing attack in the league last year, and so I think they're gonna have their choice as to who they want.
Yep, this is true.
All right, the Seahawks. Seahawks are on the clock. We are going to give the Seahawks some help defensively, and we're going to get them safety out of LSU, Grant Delpit.
Okay. Grant is off the board.
Oh, look who's on the clock.
Oh, it's the chicken boxes. All right, we got the chicken boxes on the board, and well, they just picked up a linebacker today, right? We heard,
right?
Who hasn't played in a while?
Yeah, and played in 2 years. So
yeah, but I still think. I mean, you can tell me if I'm wrong here. I still think they're going to go defensively here. Hold on, who did I have? Somebody?
You're not.
Well, no. Well, tell me. This is your team. You tell me.
No. Yeah, I want to hear your. I want to hear your.
Okay. Pick. Well, I already said defense, and you're already.
Right. All right, so here's what I want to know, because this could go a couple ways. The guy that I want them to pick is still on the board.
Okay.
But if they were to go defense right now with who's left, where do you think they should go?
Well, a lot of places had him picking a defensive end from Iowa, AJ Pensa.
Yes.
So I was thinking him, but there's somebody left, I think, who's dropped down. I don't know if we picked him yet. I don't want to say
this guy.
I can't see it.
Zach Vaughn?
Yes. Him, and because he's the edge rusher from Wisconsin. But did we say Terrell Lewis already?
No, we did not say Terrell Lewis. I think he's number 44 on here. Let me see. Oh, 48.
48. Okay. So maybe he is a little lower. But I'm going to go with oh my God, Zach Braun, edge rusher from Wisconsin.
Okay, I liked your first pick. I would have liked
AJ Pensa.
Yes.
All right. Well, you know what? Stick AJ in there because that's what I wrote down. I just changed the other back. So stick AJ. But I actually wrote down AJ. I don't know why I'm changing it because of draft. This is terrifying.
Okay.
Now I see how the Vikings messed up all those times during the draft where they didn't know who to put in, and then people kept skipping them in that draft. I understand the pressure now. But who else would you? So AJ Pensa, then who else?
Real quick, here's what Dan said about. He said he likes Dobbins, but probably could have gotten him with Swift in the second round. I don't think so. Maybe.
I think they're gonna.
Well, one of those guys, maybe both of them. But my thing is, when you have 3 number 1 picks, and you still also have 2 or 3 second round picks, you might as well just get the guy you want at this point. You know what I mean? Rather than take a chance. So. My thing,
and you need that offense. That offense needs to go, and those dudes will make it go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
All right, but who would you have besides AJ for the Ravens?
so if the Ravens are at 28 and he's on the board defensively, I want him to get him. But if they want to go offense, I want him to go was it Cesar Ruiz center out of Michigan?
Yes.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, I actually have him going later. But
yeah. Because we at the end of the day, we got to find somebody to replace Marshall Yonder. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So and he's a guy I think you could either put him at center or you could throw him in one of the guard spots. So
Gotcha. Okay.
yeah.
Well, thank you, Diggy, though. I appreciate you, trying to make America's team, as you would say, great again. All right. So 27, 20, 29. We got Tennessee's on the board.
All right. Let's see. Tennessee. You know what? Screw Tennessee. Let's give let's give them Jalen Hurts. No, I'm not going to do that.
Said Jalen, stop it.
Yeah, I'm not liking Tennessee right now. So
what did they do? What did I miss?
What do you mean? What do you mean? What did they do? They killed us. Well, they didn't kill us, but they.
Oh, you mean just because of the playoff game?
Yeah,
get over it. They used to do that back in the day when they had whatever quarterback they had. I forgot his name already.
Yeah. We'll give them an offensive tackle because they lost Conklin. So we're going to give them Isaiah Wilson out of Georgia.
Okay. All right. Well, at least they're not losing Isaiah. They're gaining one. Conklin. Okay. Georgia. So, hold on a second.
3 picks left in the first round, Hurt.
Yeah. You said Isaiah who? I'm sorry.
Wilson.
Wilson. Okay. Wilson. All right. So we have the Packers. Real America's team right here. And a lot of I think they're gonna go defense. And a couple people fell off the board for them. So I'm going to pick here who I wanted to pick earlier, but since he's still there, I'm picking Zach Braun here, edge rusher from Wisconsin, staying in the state for the Packers at number 30.
All right, that's a good pick. Zach Braun. All right, San Fran. They wanted to go wide receiver earlier. They really wanted Jerry Jeudy, but the Raiders scooped in and got him. But they are going to go receiver here.
Wow.
And they're going to pick a big receiver out of Baylor.
Denzel Mims. All right. Gotta give Jimmy G some help. All right, cool. And ending the draft, our own personal Mr. Irrelevant, but he's not. You have the best player in the NFL behind center who popped a knee last year, but came back and ended up winning the Super Bowl for him.
Yep.
You have to protect him. And if he doesn't go at 28 to the Ravens, he's going 32 to Kansas City. I am picking Cesar Ruiz here, center from the University of Michigan.
All right.
And that is our mock draft, our first ever one, man.
Yeah, that was fun, man. That was good.
Yeah, congratulations. So it seemed like I would like the Dolphins fans to rate the draft for us.
Yeah.
Since I know they're on here, especially the Dolphins draft. I'm thinking A++, honestly. But whatever you guys decide, let me know. It was very offensive. I think the real draft will be like this mock, more offensive to defense. Good job. Thank you.
All right, thanks, Dan.
There you go. See, that's, and I'll pay you the $10 I owe you for saying that. Appreciate that.
I think the biggest surprise was Jacksonville going up to get Jordan Love.
Yeah, that surprised me. I think you got to give Minshew a chance. Yeah, I mean it's got to be the consistent Gardner. Oh my gosh.
Come on, man.
Well, you know what's not perfect? Your spelling. But you know what? If Bitcoin only, if the I honestly, barring how everything goes in the draft, which I think since I did all this, I honestly am now looking forward to the draft. This
Yes.
made me look forward to. I didn't
Yeah.
really care about it, but I'm really looking forward to it for next week, for Thursday,
Yeah.
and for the trade, just for the trades. I want to see the trades. I want to see because this is not what we just did is not going to happen.
Yeah, but you know, it's going to be cool though to see what we got right. You know what I'm saying? And we know
Yeah.
there's going to be trades and all this stuff.
Oh,
But
tons of
still
trades.
curious. Yeah,
Yeah.
but I'm curious to see, you know, what we actually got right.
I think the Dolphins will get DeAndre before they get JK, but this just depends on
Okay.
where they go. But I still think they need a running back, and they're going to get a good one.
Yeah, and I think they are going to get one in the first round.
Yeah, so man, dude. I'm glad I'm not getting paid to do that because that was rough.
Yeah, I know, right?
I'm sitting here as soon as I said defense, and you're like, ugh. I'm like, my God. Just imagine how Jets GMs pick every year. But no matter what they pick, they're going to get booed live from Goodell's basement. Yeah, you know what? That's where we are now. So I mean, it's going to look just like this, but probably a tad bit bigger, tad bit nicer furniture. So yeah, that was fun.
Yeah, that was cool. All right, man. Well, we got a little bit over time right now, but I think you wanted to talk about Survivor.
Yeah, Survivor was really good this week. I definitely enjoyed it. I wasn't sure what direction they were going. I want you to talk about your boy taking himself out of tribal council. Do you blame him?
No.
I don't either.
Before we talk about that real quick,
okay. Oh yeah, go ahead.
We gotta talk
about
loved ones. This loved ones visit. It was epic.
It was great. I like the fact that everybody who was left on the island, got to see their loved ones, and it was the whole family.
Yeah, this is something two things they've never done. First of all, you only get one person to go, right? But they actually brought people's kids. I mean, dude, it was so cool. But I lost it when I saw Jeremy, because the last time on the season that he won, his wife came out. Well, first of all, he's played. This is his third season. His first season, he played on Blood versus Water, where he actually played with his wife. You know?
Oh, okay. I didn't know she was on there.
Yeah, and she was voted off before him, so he had to play a good portion of the game without her. The second time he played, he won.
Was it his wife then?
I'm sorry.
Was it his wife then when they were on the show?
Yeah, they were on.
Okay.
Yeah, they played together on Blood versus Water, right?
Oh, okay.
So they played together. She got voted off before him, and he went. I think he made it to the merge, but eventually got voted out. The second time he played, the season he won, his wife came on during the loved ones visit, but the cool thing about it was he wasn't sure that she was going to be there because she was pregnant.
Gotcha.
So she came and she whispered into his ear, like, it's a boy. Like, he didn't, you know what I'm saying? So
he didn't even know. Yeah, okay, because he said, because I saw that when he was like, this one wasn't here.
Yeah.
And then,
and it was cool because when he won at his tribal council speech at the end, he kind of revealed it because he didn't tell nobody, and he revealed it at the end, and that was just like the clincher.
Yeah.
On the season that he won, it was a full sweep. He got all the votes. So it was kind of cool seeing her come back to the island, but not only seeing her coming back for another loved one visit, but with all the kids, including
all four of them.
Right. So that was kind of cool. But man, I lost it though when they went to Extinction Island, because first of all, they had no idea.
None.
To get this right, and like they were saying, nothing ever good happens there. And for them to bring out like not just one person, but the whole family, people been on that island. Natalie's been there from day one. She gets to see her sister, and it looks like her sister had a kid. It was just so cool.
Yep.
It was just, and me, I'm not really one of those people that likes the loved ones visits. I mean, it's cool. I appreciate it, but it gets a little mushy for me. I'm all about.
Well, say you're out there for whatever days, and El Boogie and the kids coming, you'd be done,
dude. I would be so.
You'd be done, dude. You just
tears.
If you made it, first off, if you made it that far, and they're like, "All right, there's a loved ones visit," dude.
I would lose it so quickly.
Oh my god, you would be. I would love that moment.
Yeah,
I love that.
But I just thought it was great, man. It was good. Now, as far as the gameplay, Jeremy did not have a point.
No.
Yeah, he didn't have a choice. He had to go because he was the target.
Dude, they started whispering after you made all these deals, and you kind of felt like, all right, this is where we're gonna go. Yeah. You're gonna sit here, and his alliance people just start talking to other people, and no one's talking to him though. At least that's what we saw.
If you notice during that,
no one's talking to me.
Nobody.
And we're at tribal.
Right.
I'm out.
Right. Nobody.
I don't care what anybody thinks at this point. I know. The jury was like, oh, that's his group right there, because Sophie was like, hey, 5 of us, let's go over here.
Right.
And let's just go do this on our own, and those 4 will be on their own. But they just started talking. I know if I'm him, I'm like, yo, I got this.
Yeah.
No, I gotta go, man. And I really don't blame him. I don't blame him.
He would have been voted out because Sarah would have used her to steal a vote.
Yep. Which she did anyway.
Right. But they would have voted him out. He was the target. And we know he was the target because after he left, I forgot who said it, but somebody, I think it was Ben, he was like, so what now? So to me, that showed me, it's going to look like a bad move because you rolled out on your so-called alliance, but he had to. He
had to. Because you don't know if they're sticking with the plan or not.
Right. And Kim.
And it's still a vote with it. But Kim was so close. Because when they read those first 2 votes and then were Denise, I was like, oh, she picked the right person. This is going to work. But your boy, which, by the way, that should count twice against you because you picked him. Going back, man, that dude was heated.
Yeah.
Heated.
Gave him the bird hurt.
Yeah, but it was so cool when you see these people who are like villains and mean, so to speak, on the island, and their loved ones are there.
Yeah.
It was cool seeing him all kind of break down, and with his daughter there and everything.
Yeah. He's like, this is where I work.
Yeah, exactly. He's like, you see, Job Daddy's in his underwear. Dirty. Look, there goes my bathroom. That's little TMI-ish for the kids.
Yeah. But
I don't blame Jeremy at all.
No, it was a good episode, man. So at this point, we have 9 players left in the game, I believe, and we have somebody coming back from extinction. So I have 2 questions for you.
One person, right?
Yeah, one person coming back. Who do you think's coming back? And who do you think's ultimately going to win this game?
Man, right now I think my front runner is Sophie. Just the way she's playing, she has her alliance, everything works well. Who I think is coming back, I'm going to say Rob. As much as I don't want him to, I think going back twice, what's the one that just got voted out? Tyson. I think that's going to be hard, depending on the challenge, of course. Yeah. But I think Rob's going to be motivated because he lost the last time. It was close. And I just think he's gonna make it back. Well, either him or Parvati.
Okay. Well, here's my guess. I think we're going to see a repeat. I think Tyson is coming back. I think it's going to be a challenge that's going to be close between him and Rob again. As much as I want Rob and I hope Rob comes back, I think Tyson's coming back. I think Sarah Lucina is winning this game. Sophie is playing a strong game, but she messed up.
Always use it, people. Stay safe.
Hey man, where'd you get that from, man? And that thing is huge too.
Yeah, don't worry about it. So I gotta save my family, honey. I'll let you know off air.
I think Sarah's winning, man. Sophie is playing a great game, but she messed up, man. When she stood up and said,
the 5 of us, let's go. Yeah. I mean, that put a little bit, at least it put a little bit of target on her back. But everybody knows Sarah also is always a target. Yeah. But this next episode, we see Tony running around acting crazy again. So
yeah, I know, boy. I can't wait. And he's trying to double cross my man Jeremy, man. But
Jeremy, he knows he's by himself. Yeah. Tony wasn't with the people that were voting for him. Yeah. So, like you said, Jeremy knows that he's basically can try to find somewhere to fit in to just stay alive, or win some challenges.
I think Tony made a strategic blunder. Him getting rid of Tyson was stupid. Tony should want to continue to keep threats in the game, kind of like what Jeremy's doing. Tyson is a threat because he's a shield for him, and I think
a perfect shield.
when Jeremy came up to him and said, Sarah or Sophie, okay, you want to keep your alliance with Sarah, but get Sophie out the game, dude. Like, here's your time to get her out now.
Yep.
That will tighten your alliance even more with Sarah, and it keeps threats like Jeremy and Tyson still around. But you get rid of Tyson doesn't help you at all. Now you are the biggest. You are clearly now the biggest threat,
And you're crazy,
right? Or the perceived threat, especially after you just won immunity. So I think I think they voted out the wrong person. So
I totally agree. I really, again, I know it seemed to be between him and Denise, but I probably would have honestly. I would have not rather because Denise is on my team that I picked, but I would, keep Tyson is there and he's a lightning rod. You keep lightning rods around you,
right?
While you just stay in the background.
Yep.
And so, but now he's gone and he's running crazy. So we'll see how it happens next week.
Yep.
So, but so next week we're gonna have our New York and Maryland draft. So we're gonna preview that, folks. That's gonna be. See, this is the NYMD podcast. Me being from New York, living in Maryland. Brian going to New York twice now, I think. And born and bred here in Maryland. We're gonna draft the best things about both places next week, and I think this is gonna be crazy. It's gonna be competitive. And then you guys can vote to see who has the best list, which would be me. And we'll just, we'll do a coin toss to see who goes first.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
to me, I went over this, right? And I think there's only one number one pick. Like, I think there's only one number one.
For both places or just like
yeah. Like, to me, there's only one thing that could be number one in my mind. So I'm just curious.
Yeah. Well, I mean, so. All right. Because I'm thinking I could probably still build a strong list even if you take that from me.
Yeah, but it's weird. But to me, whoever gets the number one pick, like, this should be the number one pick.
I got you. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we'll see.
Yep.
We'll see. We'll have the game plan mapped out, the rules and regulations and all the good stuff. So, but thank you everybody for tuning in here on YouTube Live, on our StreamYard. NYMD podcast again, Facebook, Twitter. We're on Instagram. Everywhere that your podcasts are at, that's where we are. Google Podcast, iHeartRadio, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Stitcher and Spreaker apps, NYMD podcast, people. And thank you for tuning in. And I'm glad you liked the draft. And we'll see you and we'll be back at it next week.
Peace out, y'all. Stay safe.
Stay safe. Wash your hands. 20 seconds.